Hey,
Frank, oh, you just
Yep,
gonna get
I gotta
all-
make
Make
sure.
sure you got 12 people out.
Well, you say you had to get in front of 12 people, and does it mean that 12 people have to listen to you?
Do you want us to move over there?
Hi.
No, that's okay.
Hi. I'm Michelle's Lone Jack mother, and we're here in Lone Jack to support her doing her speech for class.
Ah, yeah.
Linda won't let us leave until this one. I mean,
Are we getting ready to start?
You're right.
Okay. So I want you to think about boiling pasta on the stove, and as you're taking the pot over to the sink to drain it, the handle on the pot comes off, and the boiling water splashes on your arm and your legs and your feet. So what are you going to do?
Cry.
Do you know how to identify the burn? Do you know if you need to go to the doctor? Do you know what to put on it? Well, I've been a nurse for 22 years, and I've had many burn patients, and today I'm going to talk to you about the anatomy of skin, what to do to identify the burn, the 4 stages of burns, and how to treat them. In order to understand burns, you need to understand the anatomy of skin.
Shut up.
There are 3 layers of skin. You have the epidermis, which is the top layer of skin, and it contains, the second layer of skin is the epidermis. It contains hair follicles, sweat glands, blood vessels, and nerve endings. The third layer of skin is the hypodermis, and it has larger blood vessels and larger nerves. The skin also is the largest organ of your body. It protects your body from temperature regulation, fluid regulation, and also protects your body from viruses and bacteria from the outside. So when your skin sustains a burn, the protective barrier is broken. Now you need to repair it before you get an infection. So there are several mechanisms of burns that can occur. Chemical burns occur with certain foods and chemicals. Electrical burns occur with misuse and malfunctioning of electrical devices. Thermal burns occur with scalding, fire, and heat burns. Cold burns occur with low temperatures, such as frostbite. Inhalation burns are from smoke or fumes, and radiation burns occur with radiation treatments from cancer. To identify the burns, the first degree or first stage burn, it affects the first layer of skin. It's red, painful, and slightly swollen. The second stage burn or the second degree burn affects both layers of skin, the dermis and the epidermis. And that's where you have redness, swelling, and it'll also start to blister. The third degree burn affects all 3 layers of the skin. It will look white and leathery. The 4th degree burn or 4th stage burn affects not only the 3 layers of skin but also muscle and bone. So what's the first thing you do when you get burned? Well, you have to stop the burning first. So take away whatever it is that's burning you. Then you need to put cool water on it, never cold and no ice. You also need to look for other injuries because the burn may not be the only injury that occurs. You also want to remove jewelry because if there's swelling it can stop the circulation, and also remove any clothing. If the clothing's burned into the skin, you want to cut around that area so it's not pulling on that burn. Now let's get specific. For chemical burns, you want to dilute whatever it is that got onto your skin. If you're working with chemicals, a place of work, then they usually have a book that tells you about the chemicals. But you also can call the Poison Control Center too. Electrical burns, you want to remove the person from the electrical source. Then check for a heartbeat and breathing. If they're not doing that, then you need to call 911 and then you can start CPR. Thermal burns, if there's a fire, you need to smother the flames. Or if you're on fire yourself, you stop, drop, and roll. Scald burns, steam burns, those you put under cool water for about 10 minutes. Cold burns, you want to blow warm air on the local area. You never want to use hot water. You can immerse it in warm water, or you can place it against your skin or somebody else's body to help warm that up. For anyone with an inhalation burn, you need to make sure that they're in fresh air or put oxygen on them, and you need to take them to the doctor right away. Burns that occur for hot tar, plastic, or wax, you need to put cold water on those to let those things cool off, and then cool water after that. For stage 1 burns, home remedies can be used. So you can just put a cool cloth on them, you can take a cool shower. Aloe vera lotions or lotions that contain aloe vera you can use. You can also use hydrocortisone cream, anybody 12 and up. You never want to apply lotion or any aloe vera on anybody that the skin is weeping or is broken or scabbed over. When you go to the doctor, you want to make sure that the burn is covered with a clean cloth. You don't want to put any lotion or anything on there so the doctor can look at it and make sure that he's looking at something other than the cream itself. You don't ever want to put ice on a burn, and you never put butter on a burn. And you never ever want to pop the blister. So there are many types of burns, each with specific treatments. Initially, you need to stop the burning process. That's the biggest thing to do. I hope you've recognized the 4 stages of burns, how to treat one. So if this situation ever arises where the pot's boiling and the handle comes off and you burn your arms and legs, you know exactly what to do. Thank you.